Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with an update on what's going to be a pleasant week of weather here for the Arklatex. Today, a pleasant day, lots of sunshine across the area. Temperatures early this afternoon have warmed into the low to middle 70s, and we are on our way to the mid to upper 70s over most of the Arklatex on this Tuesday afternoon. Watching a disturbance which is now moving across the Rockies. The brunt of the energy from this is going to move to our north. And with still a northeasterly wind, moisture here will be somewhat limited, although we will have more clouds and a very small chance of rain for part of the area. Here's a look at Robin Sawyer to Futurecast during the nighttime hours tonight. You can see the clouds beginning to increase this evening. Model does show a possibility for a scattered shower late tonight into Wednesday morning, mainly over the eastern half of the Arklatex. Most models actually keeping most of the rain to the east of our entire area, so it's possible that the vast majority of the Arklatex will stay dry, and if you do get some rain, it likely won't be much. Then as we go through Wednesday afternoon, the clouds begin to move out. We'll see the return of some sunshine. The clouds will move out totally Wednesday night, and on Thursday we're going to be looking at lots of sunshine across the Arklatex with, again, some rather pleasant temperatures. Let's take a look at the weather pattern here for the next 10 days, and you can see this first disturbance is the first of a couple that we'll experience during the next week and a half. You can see it moving to our north. Again, most of the rain staying to the east of the Arklatex tomorrow. Upper level ridging will take its place as we close this week and head into the weekend. And then another stronger and larger disturbance will work its way across the middle of the country, and a big upper level low is going to develop during the last half of next week over the Midwest. We will see our best chance of rain probably Tuesday night into Wednesday. Right now, Tuesday night especially. And then once this system moves a little bit more to the east, you can see it does dig a little bit further to the south. So we will see some of the coolest air of the season so far late next week. In fact, a couple of the coolest days that we've seen next Thursday and Friday. I'll have the details on that in 10-day forecast here in a second. But as far as severe weather with the system coming in, doesn't look like we have too many concerns. Fuel, at least the way it looks right now, for thunderstorms during the middle of next week on the low side, so severe weather is looking unlikely, and rainfall actually could be rather limited as well. Blend of models, most of the area, the number is a bit lower than what they were yesterday. Now looks like a quarter to a half an inch southeast half the area, half an inch to maybe an inch and a half over the northwestern half of the Arklatex, with again most of this happening during the first half of next week. So that being said, your forecast for tonight is looking increasingly cloudy. It is possible that we could see a shower over the eastern, especially edge of the area late tonight, looking at lows in the 50s over most of the Arklatex. Where the clouds arrive a bit later, we will dip into the 40s, 48 degrees into Queen, 52 in Texarkana, 59 degrees tomorrow morning in Shreveport. Tomorrow looking at, again, that chance for the shower east, mainly in the morning. Otherwise, sunshine begins to reemerge during the afternoon. We'll see highs ranging from the low to middle 70s north to the low 80s south. 81 tomorrow in Shreveport, 76 in Texarkana, 81 in Natchitoches, and 79 degrees for the high temperature in Marshall. 10-day forecast shows that we will see a little bit of a cool down to close out the work week. A warm up again this weekend, back to the upper 70s. Lows will be in the 40s and 50s for the rest of this week. And then you can see we stay in the 70s through Tuesday for highs, and then that colder air begins to move in. By Thursday and Friday of next week, highs will fall into the low to middle 50s across the area, and overnight lows will dip into the 30s and lower 40s. I wouldn't be surprised if we have some freezing temperatures Friday morning over especially the northern edge and northwestern edges of the area. So again, some big changes on the distant horizon as we're looking at the continuation of our pleasant weather pattern this week, with much cooler air on the way late next week.